In this video, I will show you how to add extra superstars and also how to unlock extra slots in WWE 2K23. This process will require a set of tools, so let us take a look at the requirements. First, you're going to need the cake tools in order to extract and rebuild files of the game. The tool is available for free on PWM. The next thing you will need is Meta 2, which is created by Grix, and it's available on his Patreon. This tool will help you to unlock new slots in the extracted files. You will also need a program named Visual Studio Code, and it is available for free. You can simply just Google it. The next thing you're going to need is the HXD editor, which is also available for free. All you need to do is just Google it. The final thing that is required is the SDB editor. This tool will allow you to change any text in the game, so you can add the name of your superstar to the game with the help of this tool. I'm using the older version of SDB editor, which was available in Meta 1. So once you get all the required tools, it is time to start the process. First, you need to set up some of your files and folders. Go to your WWE 2K23 directory and create a folder named _modes. Within this folder, you need to create different folders as shown in this video. The characters, roster, UI, and SDB folders are mandatory. Once you have done creating these folders, run cake tools and open the file named baked00.cake, which is available in your game directory. Now within the cake tool, you need to go to the character folder and export this character mapping file in the characters folder of your modes directory that you have just created. Now similarly, export the character profile table and face texture file from the roster folder to your modes directory. There is something that you need to keep in mind, that the path of these files should be the same. If you are exporting a file from the characters folder, that goes right into your characters folder. If you are exporting something from the roster folder, that goes right into the roster folder. In similar way, export the SDB files to your SDB folder of modes directory. These are the 4 files we are going to make changes to. Now run Meta 2 and open the JSFB files, select face textures and the character profile table from roster folder. Meta will take a few seconds to deserialize them, and you also need to add the character mapping.jsfb. Once Meta has deserialized all 3 of the files, you need to export all 3 files to a new folder. I've already created a new folder named data in my 2K directory, so I'm going to export all 3 of these files into the data folder. Now we need to run Visual Studio Code and open the files that you have just exported from Meta 2. Now you are ready to work with the data. Now go to the character profile table. There you can see wrestler IDs and slot IDs. So in order to unlock extra slots, first you need to find the empty slots. The list of empty slots is available on PWM wiki page. Here you can see these are the empty slots. I can unlock any of these. I have already unlocked the slots up to 487 wrestler ID. So for this tutorial, I will unlock the slot number 488 according to the wrestler IDs. In the character profile table, I'm gonna search for 488, and we'll try to find the data for this slot. So here it is. You can see the wrestler ID is 488 and the slot ID is 252. In order to unlock this slot, we need to add the missing data, as some of the data is missing, so that's why this slot is locked. For this tutorial, I will add the Great Khali in the game. So first I need to find someone that got similar data to that of the Great Khali. In this case, I will use Omos. The ID for Omos is 975, so I will find this data and I will copy this playable flag and we'll paste it right under the social media section in the Great Khali's data. I will also get the announcer and commentary data along with the paybacks from Omos, and I will paste it right under the match winner string. Now slot 488 does not have any missing data, so it's time to add the details. You can change the height and weight, and for the name strings, I'm gonna run SDB editor. I will load the SDB file. Here you need to add a string for the Great Khali. I simply search the strings for older superstars that are not available in WWE 2K23, but they were a part of WWE 2K22 because their string is still available in this file. So in this case, I will replace the string of Jeff Hardy with the Great Khali. I will copy this string ID and will paste it in HXD editor. You need to select the ID that you have just pasted and go to the data inspector section. There you need to select Big Endian and go to UINT32. Copy the ID that is written right in front of UINT32 and you can simply paste it in character profile table. I will replace all the nicknames and other names strings with this ID. and also the match winner string. Now I can simply press Ctrl S to save the progress. Meta will automatically detect the change and will deserialize the file. Now go to Meta, select Utility and Creation Suite. Now create a new character data. Here you need to add the slot ID first, which in our case is 252. The next one is the wrestler ID, which is 488. After that, you can add the basic info for the superstar. For the name and string, simply copy that UINT32 code from HXT and paste it here too. Once you have done adding the basic details, go to the mapping tab, and here you can add the modded wrestler files. These are the files for my great Kali. Remember, these files should be placed in the characters folder. Now I just need to give them a unique path, as right now it is using the slot of Kane. I will rename the folder and files according to the wrestler and his ID. In this case, I will name the main folder as 488_Great Kali, and for the attire folder I will use the text 488 default attire. I will also change the file names inside the attire folder. Now it's time to do the mapping. First I will select the render of Kali that I had created. Now I will add character folder, now attire folder. For these slots, you need to select the base model MDL and MTL files. Similarly, the last two slots will be filled with attire, MDL and MTL. Once you have done it, just save the file anywhere in your PC. Now go to Visual Studio Code and open the detail file that you have just saved. Here you got all the details of Kali in the form of codes, but we had already done most of the stuff. I will just need this build from data. I will paste the data in a location call name. Now I'm done with profile table. We'll press Ctrl S. Now we need to work with character mapping, which is just a single step. I will copy the character mapping data of Kali and will paste it in the character mapping file. Similarly, I will copy the render data and I will paste it in face textures and will save both of these files. Remember, you need to copy the data from the exact brackets from where I'm copying from, and also you need to paste it in the exact same way. Now you need to bake your modes folder. When you are done baking, just run the game. Once you are on the menu screen, go to Meta and select character profile table. Just load the prime memory. For the first time, it will show you error, but it's fine. Just click on it again. Now browse the wrestler ID that you have just unlocked. Here is 488. I will right click on it and will import the detail files of the Great Kali. Now you need to go to the roster, make any changes and save the game. For the movesets and entrances, I download the superstar from community creation and just copy the moves and entrances. That's the easy way. So that's it for the video, guys. If you found it helpful, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, as I have a lot of modding tutorials coming this year. Thank you everyone.